Hey friends, welcome back to the Homestead. We're here in our backyard with our Coleman Power Steel Swim Vista Series 2 pool. This is the pool that we picked up last year from Walmart. We cleared the ground and prepped it and installed it all ourselves. We've actually got a video on that if you want to watch it. It's actually one of our top performing videos on the channel with nearly 500,000 views. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you guys for that. One of the things that we didn't do last year that we should have done is we did not close the pool properly. It was probably a little bit of naivety and a little bit of laziness on my part that got us into it, but it did cause us a number of problems this year when we tried to open the pool. Not only did we have a whole lot of debris and organics that found its way into the pool, we developed a mustard algae, which was a pain in the butt to get rid of. So that's one of the things that we're going to try to prevent this year. But the biggest thing that happened was we actually broke our pool pump. Now, my plan was to just have the pump running when the temperatures drop down below freezing. That way we could prevent it from freezing up. But I was not aware that we were going to have one of the coldest winters we'd had in years. We had an Arctic blast come through, and with that Arctic blast, it brought extremely cold temperatures, but then it also brought a lot of ice, and a lot of ice means it took out power to our house for almost an entire week, and the pump itself just completely froze over because it wasn't able to run. And we definitely don't want that to happen to our new pump. So we're going to go ahead and do the right thing. We're going to close the pool down. To do that, we're going to drop the water levels down. We're going to treat the water. We're going to disconnect the pump, drain that all out so that it doesn't freeze up. So as you can see right now, the water is looking pretty green and nasty. That's actually on purpose. I wanted to make sure that we didn't have any chemicals in it before we drained the pool. That way it could go directly into the creek and we wouldn't have to worry about hurting any of the wildlife that we have around here. We tested it. There's no chlorine, no stabilizer, no anything. It's pretty much just pond water right now. So we'll go ahead and get this drained down below our pump lines so that we can drain our pump as well. But one of the things I was thinking about is, how are we going to drain this below the pump lines and keep the water level below the pump lines throughout the winter? Every time it rains, it's, the water's going to creep back up, and eventually our pump will just fill back up with water. So I came up with what I consider a pretty ingenious idea. With a little bit of a PVC pipe, some elbows, and some gravity, we should be able to keep this pool level right where we need it. So what I've got is a stick of 1.5 inch PVC pipe and then 6 elbows, 90-degree elbows, that we should be able to turn into a siphon pretty easily. Well, don't that beat all? In my haste to get all this stuff together, I picked up 2-inch elbows and 1.5 inch pipe. Well, that's aggravating. But I still have an idea of how we can do this. This is just some of our little extra hose that we had lying around, and I think that with some zip ties, we can actually make this work probably just as well. So whatever it is I lack in intelligence, I definitely try to make up for in creativity. So we'll just turn the ends of these hoses up like so, and then zip tie it together. There we are. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and fill this entire pipe up with water. Okay, so now that we've got this all filled up with water, I want to pick it up so that it stays filled with water, and then slide one end through here, and we'll just tie wrap one side out on the outside of it, the other side, we'll hold it down on the inside somehow, and it should start just pouring water out. It's need this bag of tie wraps. If you don't have a bag of a couple thousand tie wraps lying around your house, you don't know what you're missing out on. Okay. Oh, there we go. That'll work for right there. Now we got a, oh, here. Might be a little too low. How about right there? Seem about right? All right, so we're just gonna let that sit there and do its thing. Some free water pumping. So this will just drop that water level down until it reaches about that point, which will be below where our pump is. And then we'll be able to disconnect the pump, drain all that, and yeah, we'll be in good shape. So step one of getting the pool closed, we're done. That's about all the time I've got for you today. So if you did find this video informative or at least entertaining in any way, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, see more of what we have going on here on the homestead. There's definitely a lot going on all the time, probably a little bit too much. But yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.